DIY or Die, Walker Vapor Group LLC, or any of its associates do not condone nor encourage the use of nicotine, vapor products, or any mood-altering substances without the explicit consent of a physician. The content viewable on this channel is strictly for entertainment purposes only and not meant to be seen as informational or educational. Must be 21 years or older to view these materials.
Silky beat. Hey, what is up, mixers? Can ya hear us now? Welcome back to another episode of the MIXINVIXENS. My name is Emily, also known as Milne Icon. And let's say hello to our other Vixens. We've got JJ, also known as Jennifer Jarvis, or the Flavor Pro. Hello.
Good evening.
Hi, and we've got the lovely Rin Vapes.
Hello.
Hello. And then we've got, last but not least, Jennifer Winstead, also known as the E-Juice Fairy. Jennifer, hello.
Hi, guys.
Why? Why? We were just hearing you a second ago. Like, seriously. Come on, man. I'm going to throw a fit. Like, I'm going to throw a tantrum.
Don't throw a tantrum. I'm here.
Like a child. Hi.
I'm here.
Hi. How's it going?
Going round and round in circles. Look, guys, seriously, I bought a new modem and a new Wi-Fi thing, but I did not get a room extender, and I'm not connected. So, obviously, it's not my setup. So, I just blew $200 when I could have gotten a $25 extender and probably had the same result.
Well, we're glad that you're here and that we can kind of see you and that we can hear you.
But I'm like super, actually, this is worse than it was before I spend all this money.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. Well, how was everyone's weekend? What'd y'all
My
do?
weekend was fabulous.
Did you do anything fun?
No, nothing fun, but I got a lot accomplished. So that's always a good thing. When when things get done and everything is like falling into place, that's a fabulous weekend because usually I get very distracted easily.
Yeah. How about you, Rin? How was your weekend?
Outside of being sick, I mean.
Oh, boo.
Yeah. It happens.
Are you feeling any better yet? Or?
I am, but intermittently I lose my voice, so.
Oh, that sucks. It's the time of year, though. You know, the weather changes and stuff happens. People get sick.
Yeah.
That's too bad. Did you eat some soup and cuddle in bed?
Yeah, that's pretty much been the extent of my weekend.
Nice.
I took Friday off so I could have more time to regroup.
Yeah. Good. JJ, how was your weekend?
My weekend was good. Not super busy, but it was super busy, but not a whole lot of accomplishment this weekend. I will show you in just 1 second. I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
What did you do?
I don't know, she's leaving us in suspense.
She is.
I'm on the edge of my seat, guys.
She's like, talk amongst yourselves. What are we going to talk about? We were waiting for you to tell us.
Well, I can tell you what I did this weekend.
Did you fall in water again?
I didn't. No, I didn't go kayaking again. I didn't do anything fun this weekend. I just went grocery shopping and I did take Coda, my dog, on a play date. There's this new puppy that doesn't have her shots yet, so she can't go to the dog park or anything, but she still wants to get her socialized, him socialized early. So we had a play date. That was kind of fun, but I didn't do anything productive. I wasn't very productive. I didn't do anything fun. It was just kind of a blah weekend.
Ow, that's my neck skin.
Oh my goodness, look at the kittens.
Oh my gosh.
So this is Oreo. This is the one we saved first 3 weeks ago. And this is her sister, Jelly Bean.
So tiny still.
Hey, really cute and really sweet.
How adorable.
However, I have much bigger claws.
So that's her sister, the same litter and everything?
I think they're sisters. We're not entirely certain on this one because we can't quite tell.
Yeah.
They look like both girls.
Aw. Too cute. So you had your hands full then.
Yes. Jelly Bean got a bath this morning. No, don't lick my makeup off.
Jelly Bean. What a cute name.
We figured if we were going for food items, she's Oreo. Call her Jelly Bean because she's kind of derpy and she's kind of sweet.
I love it. I wish I wasn't so allergic to cats.
Oh, I'm dying. I'm waking up wheezing. I'm so stuffy. My eyes are itchy. I'm taking allergy drops, but they're just so cute. I can't not. I'm like one big hive. All right, I gotta go put them back.
I'm a dog person because those are the ones I'm not allergic to, but I hate this time of the year because it's fall. So they're shedding like crazy. I mean, the fall and the spring when their shedding happens is like the worst.
Yeah. Well, my dog sheds all the time though. It doesn't seem like there's a season for her to shed. She's just constantly shedding. And before I had her, I never had pets. So dog hair on everything drives me crazy. I'll pull clean clothes out of the dryer and they'll have dog hair on them. You've got to be kidding me. I don't
know how my dog's hair gets. In the refrigerator, I have one of those refrigerators where all refrigerators.
Yeah, sure, one of those refrigerators. Oh gosh. Yep, good story, Jen. Great story. This is fantastic.
You looked a little drunk.
Anyway.
I think I'm back.
Hey.
If that's a
Jesus
better thing.
Criminy.
I hate this.
Me too. Anyway, you were saying about the fridge.
Dog hair on the damn part where you get ice.
Yeah. How does it get in the places it gets? I used to when I first moved in with Megan, and it really ticked me off and frustrated me because I wasn't used to it. I would make her, whenever I changed the bed, take the comforter off and take a lint roller and get all the dog hair off of the comforter. It weirded me out. We don't do that anymore. I've just lived with it. I've learned to live with freaking dog hair everywhere. Great. Awesome. So, did everyone enjoy making this mix as much as I did?
And she's frozen in.
I went pretty basic, so
yeah.
Don't know if that's enjoyable, but it tastes good.
I had a freaking really good time. Like, I'm not a mint person, and y'all know that. Like, I don't like menthol. I don't really like cooling that much, and I don't like mint flavor. But man, do I really like this profile with a little bit of chocolate and like the creaminess. And I've been vaping it all, this one mix that is the winner that I chose. I've been vaping it all week, and I can't get tired of it. It's so good. Yep.
A lot going on. Yeah, I mean, it's a time of year where like peppermint and all that is coming into season. And people are getting sick, so
Yeah. Yeah, what is it with peppermint? And people are sick. They just like maybe it kind of opens your sinuses and they just mint is nice for this time of year and so
Candy canes. That's why.
yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
and Winstead dropped off.
she quit.
She's rage quitting the internet.
Well, who'd like to go over their recipe first?
I'll go. So for my base of creams, I used Flavora cream at 0.5% and Flavora milk at 0.5%. And then I used creme de menthe from Flavora at 1%. And then I added a little bit of Flavora peppermint. So it's kind of a mixed mint a little bit, just because I didn't like the creme de menthe by itself. And I tried adding spearmint to it and it turned it into a mouthwash. So I didn't like that. And then to boost the chocolate notes that are in the creme de menthe and add a little bit of like a texture-ish thing, I put the chocolate cookie crust from Wonder Flavors at 1%. I was going to do the real flavors, cookies and cream, but for some reason I can't find it. So I don't know if I ran out of it or what, but couldn't find it. They're fairly similar. They're both kind of like an Oreo. One's a little bit more crumbly, I guess, than the other. And then I did 0.5% of Vanilla Bean by Flavora, which is the first time I've used this flavor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It gives that nice,
So good.
authentic vanilla, like the little black dots you see like in
Yeah.
the
Yeah, it's like a little bit like a spicy, kind of like a dark vanilla. It's really good. I'm kicking myself right now, and because I didn't even think to use Flavor creme de menthe. I didn't even I forgot that flavor even existed when I was making this. And I freaking love that flavor. It's so good.
Yeah, it's a nice, it just reminds me of like an Andes mint. But
Yeah. And it's got a good kind of chocolate mint balance, you know?
yeah, and it's not super strong mint. It's like a smoother mint.
Yes. And it's creamier than some of the other creme de menthes out there. So good. Good job, Marin. This looks awesome. The chocolate, so the chocolate cookie crust, do you get like you get the texture of like an Oreo cookie type thing with that?
Yeah, it's kind of like if you've ever had, it's like a mint chocolate chip, but instead of the chips, they're cookies. So it's like a mint cookie
Awesome.
cream thing. It's kind of like that, I guess.
Sweet. Yeah, it's like cookies and cream, but with mint ice cream.
Right.
Awesome. This looks really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. I don't think I use any. Oh, no, there was one flavor that I used in mine that we have similar.
And it's nice because it's an ice cream. You don't really have to add cooling to it because the mint is already there. Like it's
that Flavor peppermint is pretty cold.
Yeah, and the creme de menthe has a little bit as well, so you don't have to worry about it.
That's nice. Yeah, because sometimes cooling can mess with the flavors.
Yeah,
and so it's nice to get the flavor that already does that a little bit. So
yep,
that looks great. With the milk by Flavora, does that just kind of give more of a dairy note to the Favor cream and creme de menthe.
Yeah, it makes it more of an ice cream instead of just like a cream. It's kind of like my ice cream base because there are only a couple of ice cream bases that I like. One of which is One-on-One's Vanilla Ice Cream Blend 3, but that takes a while to steep. And I just ran out of time because this is like my 5th version. And then the Liquid Barn, that's a good one, but it has like a butteriness to it that I didn't want in here.
Oh, their vanilla ice cream?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's because it's a very dense, kind of buttery. It's a great ice cream, but with something like this, a mint chocolate chip ice cream, you want it a little bit lighter, you want it a little bit
More refreshing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just did this. I did it a while ago. I forget for what reason, but it just kind of makes an ice cream base out of the cream and the milk.
Yeah.
And then the creme de menthe has its own little creaminess to it as well. And then the vanilla bean's like gonna be an extra thing I add to it because like those 3 ingredients make a nice vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, I bet this looks really solid. Looks really good. I'm gonna have to mess with that creme de menthe. I want to mix this up because I freaking love that flavor so much.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for sharing. JJ, do you want to go or do you want me to go?
Sorry, I can go.
Okay.
Mine, I went with a simple ice cream mix that I've been doing lately. 3% Oba Oba, 3% FA vanilla gelato or ice cream or whatever it's called, 1% Vienna cream, and then in a whereas I could only find mixed mint on here, and I don't even know if I picked the right one. I have one that's called mint that I got from Bull City Flavors, so I'm not sure if this is the correct version that I picked in ELR. And then I used TPA's Ruby chocolate. And I'm not sure. I have to look here.
That's interesting using the Ruby chocolate.
The picture on the screen right now, my Inawera mixed mint is actually wrong. It was supposed to be 0.75%, not 1.6. And I fixed it in the recipe. So if you go to it, it's fixed now. The Ruby chocolate is actually really good. I like TFA's plain chocolate. So I'm like, well, I kind of don't want just plain chocolate. So I picked Ruby chocolate, and it's got that little bit of a, I don't know, fruity note that's kind of raspberry, kind of red, pinkish. And it goes with the mint. So just a little something. It's not super complicated.
That's awesome. What JJ, what does Oba Oba do for this mix?
Kind of, I don't know. It gives me more of an ice cream feel over the like gelato feel. And it's more vanilla. It's just adding more vanilla and a slightly different type of vanilla to it. And I don't know. I like it. I use it as a blender. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I didn't really have reasoning. I just stuck it in there,
Cool.
That's how I do it sometimes.
Yeah. Sure, this sounds like it'd go in good. Let's just stick it in there.
Pretty much.
Nice. This looks good too. Yeah, I love people give me crap, but I like TFA chocolates, like even double chocolate clear and like the Ruby chocolate.
I don't mind double chocolate clear. It just has to be in specific things because it's got a very specific fake chocolate taste.
Yeah.
So like if you're looking for that fake chocolate taste, that's the one you use. When you want a different plain like fake chocolate, you go with plain chocolate. We got an echo.
Awesome.
We got an echo. Awesome.
This is fantastic.
We're having an off day, aren't we?
This is, oh my gosh, we are awesome, guys. Jen, do you have anything you want to say about JJ's recipe?
No, because I'm trying to still stabilize my unstable internet.
Okay.
But I
That's
do
fine.
love ruby chocolate, so
Ruby chocolate is good, and I think it would be interesting, like a mint. I want to try that because I think it would be that little raspberry and mint and chocolate. I think it'd be pretty
Uh,
good. It looks good.
I'm not sure if the mint is a little high. It is a little bit in my face kind of mint at
Well,
0.75%, but
if I remember, anywhere mixed mint is strong AF. Like
it is.
Like
I
I
agree
think
with
I've
that.
used it at 0.25%, and it was still like in my face mint.
I taste chocolate. I'm getting a little bit of ice cream in there, but I'm cream blind, so I'm hoping as the mint mellows out a little bit, I may adjust the recipe and turn it down a little bit more as it steeps
Yeah.
because
Well,
I
and
want it to die down a little bit.
I was gonna say it might die down a bit too. Sometimes they do that. All right, well, I will go next. If you guys are cool with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say while my internet is on white, why don't I go next?
Okay, that's cool.
So right now it looks good.
Go, Jen, go.
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 Friction. Did Friction have mine up yet, or was he gonna put yours up since you said it first?
I don't know. It's yours is up. Yours is up.
Okay,
He's
got it.
on it.
He's
Brother
on it.
Friction's back. Yay!
Yay! So we get one thing resolved, and then we have all kinds of other shit going on. But I'll talk about mine.
And no, she won't. Just kidding, guys. Psych.
Let's see if it's verified. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh,
I'm back.
Oh,
No, you're not.
yeah. You're not. She'd be proud of me. Yesterday on Fresh's show, we all made a profile together, and it ended up being verified, but really delicious. It made me itch a little bit putting that many flavors in a bottle, but it was good.
In the spirit of all this advocacy stuff and having a bunch of mixers joining the DIY crowd, I figured I would go simple. The next couple of mixes, for sure, I'm going to work really hard to keep them as simple as possible. So with the Choco Coco Mint Ice Cream.
Wait, is this a simple one?
Yes.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
All right.
well, the AP doesn't count because it's an adverb. The peppermint doesn't count because it's a mint.
Oh my God, you have no idea what I really wanted to put in this. And I actually had to boost up that bouncy up to 3%, not to add the other chocolates I wanted to add to it. So I have the Bounty at 3%, Cream Fresh at 2%. There you go. That's one that I boosted as well to avoid putting something else in there. Creme de menthe from Flavora at 1.75, Marshmallow 0.5, Peppermint from Flavora for 0.25, and White Chocolate Peppermint from Liquid Barn because I love that.
0.75% is all you put in for white chocolate peppermint?
It is because the
what
Flavora.
What do you get from it?
It adds the buttery creaminess with a little bit of peppermint without muting out my other peppermint from Flavora. So I needed butter, right? And I didn't want to add butter. So I picked something that had some butter and some cream in it and a little bit of peppermint. But my actual ice cream is actually the Bouncy with the creme, the fresh cream, the marshmallow, and the white chocolate peppermint. That's my ice cream base.
Okay.
So the Bounty has enough chocolate in it, and the creme de menthe from Flavora has some chocolate in it. So between the two of those, you get the chocolate chips. Did I freeze? I did.
No, we can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yay, you're frozen, so that means I'm about to freeze.
Okay.
So I added the acetyl, the AP in it to give the illusion of the actual chunky chocolate in there. It doesn't have a lot of chocolate chips in it. It's mostly the cream part that I made with some chocolate in there. So as you're taking a bite of ice cream, you're getting mostly the ice cream, the peppermint ice cream, with a little bit of chocolate in there. And then the AP adds the little bit of graininess that chocolate should have.
Oh, interesting trick. Yeah, I was completely floored by the AP. Like, what the heck is that doing in an ice cream?
Well, because this ice cream is so creamy that it needed something to separate the chocolate from the cream.
Yeah, that makes sense.
People were adding acetylpyrazine a while ago to chocolate. I forget who came up with it, but there was like a reason.
It works. Chocolate with AP in it works. It gives you the when you're eating a chocolate bar versus a cream chocolate milk.
Yeah. Well, I've heard of chocolate with AP, but I guess I didn't think about putting it in with an ice cream. That's cool.
Pretty good. I've been vaping it all day. It is a little bit chilly. It starts off pretty cold and pretty pepperminty, but within the week it starts to tone down and blend in. So
yeah.
I debated on
peppermint does that.
WS23, but it doesn't need it because ice cream isn't technically. It's technically not that much peppermint. It's more of the peppermint taste.
Yeah. It's only the 0.25% of the peppermint. I bet it just kind of gives the peppermint from the liquid bar just a little bit of an edge.
Well, it gives it an edge, and Flavora peppermint is the sweetest peppermint that I've tasted that's not Flavor West. And TFA still has some alcohol-y notes to it where Flavora doesn't. It's sweet. It's a sweet peppermint. It's more of a candy peppermint.
That's my favorite peppermint.
Yeah, it is good.
So ours is a little bit similar because we have the peppermint and the creme de menthe together.
Yeah. I know. Gosh.
And I almost thought you would use Bounty for this as well.
Yeah, I've never used it. I never tried the Bounty.
I didn't think of coconut in there.
Yeah, the chocolate coconut. Is it really coconutty?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess you have to listen to Rin because I don't taste coconut that much in things because I vape coconut all the time. To me, the coconut, that's why I did call it coconut milk. Because to me, it's more of a home churn type of ice cream made out of coconut milk, the kind that you buy at the grocery store versus, coming out of an actual coconut. But it's pretty darn good. And coconut goes into milky stuff a lot. So I figured that was a good addition.
Nice.
I mean, Bounty is real nice, so.
Yeah, I tried a version using chocolate Deutsch because, it's a great chocolate, but I was thinking the coconut in it would just kind of, it makes creams like creamier, and I just thought it would be, but it was a disaster. But we can go on to mine, and I can show you what I did use.
Well, the reason I didn't use chocolate Deutsch was because I wanted to use something from Mullenberry, and I really liked the Bounty. And
nothing. You guys have to guess what Jennifer says.
We need to just start ad-libbing for her as she does that.
I know, right?
It'd be like
Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a good time to show you mine. I just did. I put it as a work in progress. It's not. It's finished because it's epic. It's amazing. I just call it mint chocolate chip ice cream. So for the ice cream layer, I used Liquid Barn white chocolate peppermint because it's freaking awesome flavor. Like, it's a real creamy. It's a great peppermint, and the white chocolate. I don't really get much of the white chocolate at 5%, but even if I did, like, it's because it's blending in with like the other chocolates in there, so it's fine in this mix. And then the ice cream is I did 1% Flavor cream and 1.5% of FA Vienna cream. Man, Vienna cream is just made to go in ice creams. Like, it's this great vanilla note. It just tastes like ice cream to me. It's like this kind of dense, creamy vanilla goodness. And then I did to Liquid Barn's peppermint. It is really good and creamy, but it's a little soft. I wanted it to give it more, like I had said with talking about Jennifer's, I want to give it a little bit more of an edge. So I did 0.25% Flavor peppermint as well. And then for the chocolate chips, I said I had tried chocolate Deutsch, and I could taste the coconut, and I wasn't having it. I don't want to taste coconut in this. So I went over with my kind of standby, like if I want a hard kind of candy shell or like a chocolate chip type thing, I did 1% Hankson Australian chocolate. Because it's not like they're just chocolate chips, like it's not like the main kind of note in the ice cream. And I can taste it, but like what I get is that creamy mint first. And with Flavora peppermint in there, it's very sweet, but it's very like cooling. And so like the first couple puffs of every time I drip it is like it gets me right in the throat, like it cools the crap out of my throat. But then it dies down immediately after that, and you just get this delicious creamy peppermint with chocolate chips in it. It's really good.
That looks good.
Yeah, I tried using that white peppermint in a couple of mixes. I could not get it to work. It like covered up everything else.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was very strange.
I can't vape it at all.
It's a strong flavor. I mean, not strong as in like potent, because I had to use 5%, but strong as in like it's like a main flavor,
How much chocolate is there in your ice cream?
1% Hanks in Australia. It's there. It's definitely there, but it's like on the tail end, it's just a little accent, which is what I wanted. It's not like all chocolate. It's just scattered with chocolate chips. It's perfect. It's really good.
Yeah, I just that's what I was wondering, if that to me is a stronger chocolate note than Bounty. I guess they're pretty similar. Bounty's a really good one. People that don't have Bounty should try it. It's really good. I'm glad Rin brought that up last week, because I was like, oh, perfect.
I think I got rid of that one.
What?
There was an off note in it to me.
I don't like it.
There's an off note in Bounty?
To me, I'm just
it might have been the mix between the chocolate and the coconut.
Yeah, because I tried a single flavor. I remember thinking like, this has got that. It's almost kind of like Vienna cream has that bit of an off note to it. When you push it too high, there's a very bright, weird off note. I got the same one.
That's probably why I said mine will take 10 days to steep.
Yeah.
There is right off the shake a little bit of an off note. I don't taste it quite as strongly as you would describe it. It's not quite like Vienna cream.
Fee says it's called coconut.
No, it's not coconut. I like the coconut. I love coconut.
No, is coconut.
I vape Flavor Art coconut, and that's kind of suntan lotiony, and I like it. So it's not the coconut. It's part of the cream notes that I don't like. There was a whole bunch of them from Mullenberry that I wasn't crazy about their creams. Other people won't have a problem with them. It's just me. I'm a weirdo.
We're all weirdos of our own kind.
Yep. Everyone's got something weird about them.
I mostly just taste off notes with creams. That's
it's like
that's all you're gonna taste.
I taste off notes in anything citrus. So
yeah, me too. Did anybody try anything weird with this recipe this week? Like going off, like I ended up with this because my other one didn't work out quite right.
Not unless you count chocolate Deutsch is weird. I was pretty basic. I wanted a good mint chip ice cream, and I think the reason I tried to use chocolate Deutsch is because, if I'm not mistaken, I think Shindo used chocolate Deutsch in his mint chip, either ice cream or he did Thin Mints or something. And so I was trying to kind of copy him, but it just didn't work.
If you use it down at like 0.15%, it is more chocolatey than it is coconutty.
Yeah, I could have used it too high.
You definitely get more coconut as you go higher with it, and cakey notes too.
I did try pistachio, but then I couldn't get the pistachio and the chocolate to blend right, so that got chucked. And it ended up tasting really weird.
I'm still going to try remixing my fail, but it was a honeydew blackcurrant toffee.
What?
Good God.
What in the
The
world?
honeydew, I need to work on the honeydew ice cream a little bit more, but Flavora's honeydew works well with cream. It just needs more ice cream note to it. So I needed to bump that up a little bit more. And the blackcurrant was a little bit too strong. I wanted to give the new one that I got from Capella's sweet blackcurrant because sweet currant. I hadn't tried that one yet. It's pretty good, but it's a little bright. So I might have to add something to darken it down a little bit. And Flavora's toffee. So I'm going to play with that a little bit more. I think it needs something crunchy, something like Vape Train's the spun sugar or whatever one that one is that's crunchy. Sugar cane, maybe.
No, it's not sugar cane. It's another one. It's
golden syrup. Is that crunchy?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'll try putting that one in it. But I was trying to go something green, green and crunchy, but it wasn't quite right.
Green and crunchy. That could be a lot of things.
The only thing I did that was kind of different, which wasn't that different, is I used Java chip by, what is that company's name? Hylic. I think it's
yeah?
To make it kind of like, because like I really love like mint, like peppermint mocha type things in the winter. So I try to go that route. And that still might work, but I knew it was going to take too much time to like really get it good. Especially because I've never tried that flavor. I was just winging it. But yeah.
2 days steep. Mine's delicious.
So we kind of dropped the ball and didn't post a profile on our Facebook until yesterday. Thank you very much, Rin. But we do have 2 people to pick.
Why is that Rin's fault?
No, I said thank you, Rin, for actually putting it up. Otherwise, if it was up to me, it wouldn't have been up at all. It's not Rin's fault. I was actually thanking her for actually doing something and putting it up.
Trying to start stuff. Mrs. Freeze.
So the first one is Travis Doki. He did it with Grasshopper. Ooh, this looks really good too. All right, I'm excited for this. He did 2% Flavor West creme de menthe, another good flavor, and then 3.2% of Liquid Barn Lava Cake, 2% one-on-one vanilla marshmallow, 1.5% Flavor West sweetener, and then 4% vanilla ice cream by Liquid Barn. Nice. This looks really good. I'm wondering how like chippy is the chocolate because with the lava cake, because I know lava cake, it can either, if you take it down low, it can be like a chocolate sauce, and if you take it up higher, then it can be like a chocolate cake. I'm wondering if with this 3.2%, if it like is just enough chocolate to give you like the illusion of chocolate chips in it, because you don't really, unless it's the main note, you can kind of get away with fudging things like that, textures like that, if they're just an accent, or if it's kind of like more like a chocolate sauce or chocolate cake bits in it.
Well, I would say that with as much cream as he's got in here, especially with that vanilla ice cream, it's probably a cream. It's probably just in there and not a cakey. You probably can't get the cake with that much cream.
Yeah, because you need like 4 or 5% to start getting the cake from that. Lava cake is it's such a good chocolate. This is a good recipe too. Oh, and his name on ELR, if you guys are, any of you are listening and not watching, is Gnome Homie. Thank you, Travis. That's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the next one, good old Sam Thurstein. His name on ELR is I am Sam. He's also in the chat right now. Or is it he or she? I shouldn't assume gender. Sorry.
It's a he.
Is it a he? Okay.
Yeah.
He did mint tracks. And it looks like a Jennifer recipe. It's 1.5% Australian chocolate, 1% TFA bittersweet chocolate, 2% TFA creme de menthe, 3.5% DX TFA peanut butter, 1% Flavora peanut butter, 2% Wonder Flavor sugar cone, 0.5% super sweet, 2% FA vanilla ice cream, and 3% of Liquid Barn vanilla ice cream. So he went with like a minty peanut butter and chocolate, like moose tracks only with mint. I see what you did there. That looks really good. I've never tried TFA's bittersweet chocolate. Has any of you guys?
Not that I can recall.
I didn't like it. That's all I can remember is that I didn't like it. It was weird.
I'm on red, but I'm going to try to talk. I really liked the bittersweet chocolate. It doesn't have a lot of sweetness on it. But it works at low percents. It works best in tobaccos, but I can see where adding it to something that's already sweet and minty, it would probably refreshen it.
Yeah, I can see the tobacco thing because it definitely has notes that share with tobacco.
And I like the TFA creme de menthe here as like the only mint note, because TFA creme de menthe is like minty. You know, like it's a right, like it's a stronger kind of more mint than cream.
Yeah, it's a lot more mint than cream. It's like a really strong peppermint.
Yeah. And so since you have cream, I mean, from the FA vanilla ice cream and the Liquid Barn vanilla ice cream, it makes sense to use something that's more primarily mint just for that note. And for those of you who don't know, TFA peanut butter DX, the best peanut butter there is.
I agree.
Here, I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and he says that at 1% it's pretty far in the background, and that's why he backed it up with the Hankson Australian chocolate. So good call there. That looks good too. I don't know, you know how mint peanut butter and chocolate would be. I bet it would be delicious because chocolate and mint is delicious, and chocolate and peanut butter is delicious. So, you know, put them all three together. It's got to be good, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Thanks, guys, for playing along. We'll try to do better. I'm going to try to put this next week's profile on the Facebook group like tonight or tomorrow. And speaking of, what are we doing next week?
Yeah.
What the heck are we doing next week?
It's weird.
It's weird. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that is weird. So it's like a bowl with red stuff in it with like a dollop of whipped cream, and then on top of the bowl looks like a cookie with berries on it. Interesting. Yeah, oh good. James put the picture up in the middle so you guys can see it. So yeah, so you could focus on the cream, you could focus on the cookie, you could do, you know, yeah. Interesting. Who picked this picture? This is really cool. It's like a strawberry pie that's been deconstructed.
I don't remember. You mean like who submitted it or who picked?
Yeah, who submitted it?
Shelly. No. Yeah, Shelly Corey.
Shelly. All right. Thanks, Shelly. That'll be fun. I love strawberry vapes, and it's been a while since I vaped anything strawberry, blueberry-esque. So I'm looking forward to it. This will be fun.
Are you kidding? You just did note it with all the strawberries.
Oh, yeah, I did. That was last week. I'm on to a whole new week. Yeah, you'd think I would be strawberried out, but I'm not. Love that strawberry. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it. That does our show for the evening.
I made it through.
Good job. And thank you everyone for hanging out with us, and thank you for the 2 people that played along, and we'll hopefully give more people a chance to play along. And thank you to our sponsors. We've got E-cig Express and Flavora. Thank you very much. And Wayne for Bowl City Flavors, and Wayne for putting us up on his podcast network. We really appreciate it. Everyone have a good night.
Thank you, everybody.